Okay, this is the Bambu Labs A1 Mini, and today I'm not talking about the AMS unit. I'm actually talking about using the manual spool holding, and one problem that I keep having with it. The problem is really basic. It's the fact that they brought, and I'm just using one of the AMS tubes right now, but they brought the tube and mounted it here, which initially seemed like a good idea. But the problem is, since this moves with the Z, whenever you finish a print, it always goes up to about that height, or if it was a tall print, it would stop even higher, which, you know, unspools some of the filament. So when you go to start your next print, and you're during that 5-minute ordeal while it's heating and cooling and measuring the bed and vibration and all this and that, once it starts the print, it lowers back down. Well, there's nothing to reverse roll the spool, so when this lowers back down, the big loop of extra filament always, if it's a new reel or at least 3/4 full like this one is, pops off the side and goes over here. So when you start your print, instead of pulling it off the hub, you're now pulling from the side off the reel altogether, and it's going to tangle and ultimately fail. So you can't hit print and then go do something else and come back later, because you know it's going to screw up. My solution to that, and I'll show you that in just a second, is to simply mount this tube instead of on here to a manual bracket in the back that doesn't move. It's part of the reel support system. But just in case you've never seen what I'm talking about, I think this is all handheld, so if you hate jittery videos, I suggest you just stop watching. Let's go to control, let's go to Z, and let's just say home. Let's see if it goes down. I think it will eventually. It's going down, and here you can see the filament starting to loop, and boom! There it goes. So, if you told this thing to start a print, it's going to be off. You're going to have a mess. It could knot up. Just horrible. So, let's see. What can I do with this camera? Hang on, everybody. I'm going to put you on a tripod over here, I think. Let's see how this goes. Then I'll have both hands free to move the filament around. Okay. You guys survive that? Like I say, just quit watching if you don't like handheld videos. No problem. Okay, get that. Hopefully I can find the end of that again. So, what I'm going to do is take, I'm going to do is take and put this into here. I'll close in on this in just a second. This is the part that you can 3D print. I'll have the files up on Thingiverse, and it simply clamps onto the arm, this arm that comes with it. And then, like I say, you've got to try to find the end of the filament. I had to let it go. Deary, deary, dear. There it is. You just take it and you stuff it up in there just like you do before. And all I had to do was make sure that the arm would stay out of the way of all the moving parts. There. Now I'm going to go back to handhold so you can see what we're doing here. So you can see there's this piece here which is printed in gray. The Bowden tube just pokes into a 4mm hole. It gets smaller at this end so it can't go all the way through. You bring the filament in. This will stay clear of this moving part, and it's even clear of my AMS parts. It prints in two pieces. This piece right here is a separate piece which I then glue to this main piece. once I've popped the main one around, glued it on, then that just clamps it and holds it in place. Now, I mean, because this is all plastic, I could have put holes there and just put a screw in or something, and you still could if you like removing things with a screw. Let's go with, as you know, with this you can't just hold it and move, you have to just keep tapping it. What I'm trying to show here is that if I bring everything up, you'll see that it clears, nothing rubs. Kind of wish they'd made that a little more intelligent. Take it all the way up. And we're at the top. So you can see the hose will always clear the reverse Bowden tube, and no matter where it moves, this will never get bigger or smaller. Let's hit home again, let's see what happens. It'll probably chatter trying to go up higher when it can't because I took it all the way up. Yep. So now it's going down. You can see everything clears. This doesn't get loose, won't come off, doesn't bind. So anyway, that was my simple solution for the problem when using the manual spool holder and using a new full hub of filament. It inevitably comes off and gets knotted up. So that solved the problem for me. And if it's a problem for you, the files are in Thingiverse, and feel free to modify them and make them better.